Hi guys and welcome. This is the review of the Aprilia RX 125. Well, what is it? Technically an off-road, road legal motorbike. Only 125, so that means you can ride it on a CBT at 17, or if you're old and you just want some fun in the winter, you can ride it on green lanes such as this. Like I say, it's road legal, has number plates, comes fully ready to go on road, so it means it needs MOT in. What has it got? So it's got 6-speed box, 41mm diameter upside down front forks. It's got single disc on the front wheel is 21 inches, so it is good for off-road. Comes with knobbly tyres. Now the all-important seat height is very tall, 905mm. Now that is probably with the suspension fully up, no one on it. When you sit on it, it goes a bit lower. As I'll talk about later, it is definitely a bike for taller riders if you're going to want to keep putting your foot down, so bear that in mind. It's pretty basic in the form of stuff. You've got everything you need and nothing more. Indicators, horn, you name it. I'll show you the dashboard in a sec, but it has no fuel gauge. Okay, it has a fuel light and it has temperature gauge, but it has no fuel gauge and it has no rev counter either. It comes with 2 mirrors, and I'll take you a walk around it. Not a bad tail, probably won't really need a tail tidy. I think they're thinking of that. Nice looking original exhaust. The bike has actually only done 200 miles, so. But as you can see, it looks like a big off-road bike. You know, you wouldn't know it's not 250. Right, so I'm going to break the review up into 2 parts. I'll do an off-road bit that says how capable I think it is off-road, and like I say, it's better than me, but I'll take you along for the ride. And then I'll do an on-road part for the 17-year-old that's probably not going to come down these green lanes and really just wants it for the look on road. What would it be like to live with for that? Okay, I'll see you out on the trail. The great thing about these bikes is when you want to turn off the beaten track, you get to go down here. There she is, happy on the road as she is off-road. Well, she can do this off-road. Yep, green laning is definitely the way to go in the winter. I can't believe I didn't do it beforehand. I'm really loving it. It's nice and cheap to do, and everybody I've met so far has been friendly. It's just a great little capable bike. For a hard enduro man, no, probably nowhere near. But for me, and the people that do like ABR Festival and stuff like that, I'm sure it'll be more than good enough for them. Well, when the green lane ends and the road begins, it's where the 17-year-old would take over. I'm 17, just passed my CBT. Yeah man, that bike's sick, isn't it? It's brilliant. No, I don't think they say that, but anyway, for an enduro style bike that I can ride, just bought it. What's it like? I think this is where it starts to get a bit let down. It's fine for jumping to and from the lanes, more than happily ride it like that, but obviously it's an enduro style bike. The seat's very narrow, the seat's extremely hard, and the seat height is huge. Great for ground clearance off-road, but if you're not really going to do a lot of off-roading, why do you need a ground clearance? I don't know whether the Supermoto version has got a lower seat height. Maybe it has. It could be worth looking into. So I am 5'10". With these off-roady boots, I've added another inch at least. That's making me 5'11". Now I can just about tiptoe this bike on both sides. Now, so if you're any shorter than me, like my friend Terry, whose bike this is, who's probably 5'6"-ish, he has
he literally can't touch the floor. He has got to lean the bike one way or the other to be able to touch the floor. Unfortunately, if you're short and you want this as a sort of general commuter bike, I don't think it's right for you. Personally, I think if you can live with it, great, but I wouldn't recommend it. It probably tops out at about 70 miles an hour pinned. Now, unfortunately, because it's so new.
Right, like I said, the dashboard is pretty minimal. It does have nice big bars you can actually clamp stuff to. Probably would benefit from hand guards if you was going to keep it off-road. Mirrors are good. Right, so what does the dashboard look like? Well, you turn it on, get the basic warm-up schedule. It boots up, tells you when its next service is, and that's pretty much it. You've got a neutral indicator, the time, temperature gauge, engine management light, ABS light, because it has ABS on the front, not the rear, and I think there's a fuel light there, which you have to keep your eye on, because there's no fuel gauge. Right, so features that it has and hasn't got. Fuel gauge. Now, it's got a 7 litre tank, which means you're supposedly meant to be able to get 150 miles, but I wouldn't trust that. I'd probably refill it about 100. It's got a USB port underneath the seat that keeps it dry. It's got lockable seats, so you can get it up, so you can probably put your phone on charge underneath. Now, this seat is the mechanism for the seat is very flimsy. Bike's been dropped a couple of times and that bit bent within the first drop. Nothing else was damaged, but that bent and the seat was all loose. So that's definitely a weak point of the bike.
So, like I say, with the ground clearance the seat's got, I don't think it's probably the best road unless you're quite tall. But it is a lovely little road bike and you can still have fun on the road. Especially with weather like this. I would say, for an off-roader, it's more than capable for me. I'm sure other people might think differently. If you're young, do you know what? It looks bloody lovely. Go for it. If you can afford it, go for it. But just remember the seat height. It's the biggest thing I can say. Right, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it's answered any questions. If you've got any specific questions, stick them below. I don't get that many, so I'll definitely answer it. But please like and subscribe. And take care. I'll see you out and about. Look after yourselves.